know what hatred looks like. Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Not some basketball rivalry hate either. Hate.
Clark, I know what hatred looks like. And the shocking leaked mic recording from Angel Reese proves one thing. This rivalry has officially crossed the line. What Angel Reese said to Caitlin Clark wasn't just trash talk, it was a message that could shake the WNBA to its core. Tonight, we break down the audio, the fallout, and why this feud is no longer just about basketball.
Reese, there was nothing wrong with that foul. Angel Reese overreacted, and she overreacted, in my opinion, because it was Caitlin Clark fouling. I didn't think it should have been a flagrant foul, frankly. It was a good, hard foul.
It was a common foul.
I thought it was a common foul. And Angel Reese, calm down. Nobody got hurt. What are you doing? She doesn't want you to get the shot off. What would you like her to do?
She didn't hit you in the face. She didn't hit you in the face. She didn't push you in the lower back when you were in the air because you only jumped as high off the ground anyway. But he just came down and raked across her arms. That's a good, hey, I don't want to give up a layup or an and one.
To understand why this audio is so explosive, we need to rewind. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have been linked since the 2023 NCAA Finals, a game that turned college basketball into a national spectacle. Reese, the Bayou Barbie, mocked Clark with a famous "you can't see me" gesture. It made headlines, divided fans, and started a rivalry that has only grown hotter since.
Do you have an issue with Angel Reese's reaction to Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul?
Yes, and I have an issue with the way she reacted. I have an issue with the way it's being handled by her, by the Chicago Sky, everybody involved. I have a problem with it being called a flagrant foul. It's a take foul. It's an understandable. First of all, can we give the whole picture? The only reason Angel gets the ball is because she shoves Aaliyah Boston in the back. And Caitlin sees that and she's like, you know what? You're not getting a bucket off of that. I'm going to put you on the free throw line. And Angel acts as if, oh, wait a minute, you're getting your butt kicked. Let's settle down. You're getting your butt kicked right now. It was a take foul. You're going to the free throw line to shoot some free throws. Can we just...
In their latest WNBA showdown, tensions boiled over. Caitlin Clark delivered a hard foul. Some called it common. Others flagged it as dirty. But what happened next lit up social media. Angel Reese exploded, not just on the court, but on the hot mic, and the world heard exactly what she really thought of Clark.
In the world, the most jealous WNBA player in history. And I find it funny when you see this tweet here. Angel Reese karate chopping Caitlin Clark on a harsh foul. Caitlin Clark didn't even do anything. She just took it like a champ and worried about the next play. But over the weekend, when you see Caitlin Clark do a regular foul on Angel Reese, you get triggered. Like, what the hell? Like, you can't get it both ways, Angel.
The leaked mic captured Reese's raw reaction. She didn't hold back, calling Clark classless, overrated, and worse. The words weren't just heat of the moment. They carried years of resentment, frustration, and a rivalry that cuts deeper than the scoreboard.
So where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun? Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul. What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
The recording spread like wildfire. Some defended Reese, saying Clark has dished her fair share of trash talk. Others condemned Reese for crossing the line. Sports media, former players, and even legends like Sue Bird weighed in. And once again, fans were split down the middle. Is this rivalry good for the WNBA, or is it toxic?
Okay, so I didn't hear anything outside of the run-of-the-mill booing. But the WNBA seems content to follow through with this ridiculous investigation. Who is the WNBA going to let control their pocket strings, their pocketbooks? Because it seems to me like the new fans are the ones that's funding this whole league now. I mean, we make up about 70% of the fans overall. Otherwise, yesterday's game would have been watched by about 400,000 people, maybe. It probably got watched by what? Upwards of 2 million? I mean, does the WNBA want to lose Caitlin Clark fans? Because I think as much as people want to support Caitlin Clark, at some point, enough will be.
This feud isn't just about basketball. Many argue it's layered, with race, culture, and media bias playing major roles. Angel Reese has spoken about being labeled too ghetto, while Clark is celebrated as America's sweetheart. The Mike leak poured gasoline on that fire, forcing the league to confront uncomfortable truths.
About that white player and that black player. Why? Because of the history that they had before they came to the WNBA. You see, it was all instigated. If Angel Reese was never in Caitlin Clark's face, taunting her the way that she did when they mimicking what Caitlin Clark was doing to numerous opponents en route to the Final Four. And then Angel Reese and LSU bust their living you-know-what at that particular moment in time. And Angel Reese was in her face chirping at her the way that she did, it would have never gotten to this point.
The WNBA now finds itself in the spotlight. Do they punish Reese? Do they ignore the leak? Or do they embrace the drama as ratings gold? Remember, Clark's games have pulled record-breaking numbers. Reese brings star power, controversy, and headlines. Together, they're the league's most valuable and most volatile storyline.
What are we doing here? It's a basketball play. And to your point, it's now become the most inflammatory thing that's ever happened in basketball. What are we doing? Yeah. It's a simple and she said it, it's a simple basketball play, except obviously somebody gave her that line, can't take any more questions. I'm still hot afterward. I don't understand. Well, I do understand why it's become such a big deal, but if you're just asking me to diagnose and assess that play, it was a simple basketball play. You put that in the NBA, you think guys are getting ready to swing and fight? Yeah.
For Angel Reese, this moment is make or break. She can embrace the villain role, the outspoken star who doesn't care what anyone thinks. Or she risks being remembered not for rebounds and championships, but for Mike leaks and meltdowns. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark continues her rise as the face of women's basketball.
Man, this whole Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing is out of control, man. It's out of control. There's just like this weird fabricated rivalry. Now, there was a rivalry in college. LSU, that thing, whatever the hell that shit is. There was a rivalry. And it was because both teams were on par with each other. But Caitlin Clark has stepped up her game to such an extent. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just like the quality of basketball coming from her is amazing. Angel Reese is still stuck in LSU.
So what happens next? Will the WNBA step in? Will Reese double down? Or will Clark finally respond to what was said on that mic? One thing is certain, this rivalry isn't cooling off. It's just getting started. And if this is only the beginning of the season, imagine how explosive the playoffs will be.
Boston had to save Angel Reese from ending her career. This is a still shot. After the foul that Caitlin Clark put on Angel Reese tried to hit her. But if it wasn't for Aaliyah Boston putting her arms in the way, Angel Reese would not be playing basketball anymore because she was going to sucker punch Caitlin Clark. Now, you tell me a time when you've seen somebody get fouled on a basketball court in a professional league where they tried to almost sucker punch somebody that they were friends with because of a hard foul. I've seen LeBron James get fouled by Dwayne Wade, and they're buddies, but it was a hard foul. LeBron didn't get up and try to smack him upside the head or hit him in the face from behind, but that's what Angel Reese did to Caitlin Clark.
Breaking news from the WNBA. A leaked mic recording has stunned fans and reignited one of the league's most heated rivalries. Angel Reese caught on a hot mic, saying things about Caitlin Clark that no one expected. What exactly did she say? And how could this change her reputation, her career, and the future of the WNBA?
there's going to be like adversaries. Like, you know, Angel Reese is the foil for Caitlin Clark and vice versa. Like, they don't have to get along. They don't have to like each other. They're competitors. Like that, this kind of shit happens. But every single time something like this happens, and we have to go right back to
full on.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't get moved at all. So like, we're not talking about the game. We're talking about that play.
Yeah, this Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese conversation is no longer about basketball. It stopped being about basketball long time ago.
Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie, has been no stranger to controversy, from her taunts during LSU's national title run to clashes with teammates, media, and now Caitlin Clark. But this is different. A microphone picked up her unfiltered comments during a heated exchange, and the audio leak, which has since gone viral, has left fans divided.
We have come to the point that ESPN is so cooked, bro. ESPN is creating a race bait between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. When it's clear as day that it's just one-sided. It's just that Angel Reese just hates Caitlin Clark because she's jealous. She's just bitter that one player is better than her.
Their story began in college. LSU versus Iowa. Reese versus Clark. The taunts, the gestures, the trash talk. Caitlin Clark became the face of the WNBA overnight. Angel Reese, her foil, her rival, the player who embraced the role of villain. But while Clark's game elevated, Reese's career has been dogged by criticism, empty arenas, technical fouls, and questions about her focus on basketball versus branding.
They lost sight of reality. They lost sight of what real sports is about. The fans at the Indiana Fever game yesterday, they were being fans. They booed, they cheered, they screamed, they yelled. That's it. The Angel Reese fans, the old guard, the lowest common denominator that resides in the WNBA, the nose picker, the people that scratch their butt and don't watch their hands, those people saw that Caitlin Clark hard foul on Angel Reese, and they saw it as an opportunity. They saw it as an opportunity to do what they always do, make it about race.
This brings us to the leak. In the middle of a tense moment, Reese was caught saying, quote, "She's not all that. The league just wants her to be the hero, but I'll make sure she remembers me." The raw tone, the anger, and the threat-like energy stunned fans. To some, it was just heat-of-the-moment trash talk. But others saw it as proof that Reese has crossed a dangerous line. The fallout was immediate. Clips spread across Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Some fans applauded Reese's fire, saying she brings drama the league desperately needs. But others ripped her apart, accusing her of jealousy, insecurity, and dragging the WNBA into reality TV territory. Even former legends like Sue Bird and Lisa Leslie have weighed in, urging Reese to focus on discipline and growth. And Caitlin Clark? She hasn't taken the bait. Reporters asked her about Reese's words, but Clark's response was sharp. "I'm here to play basketball. Nothing else matters." It's the kind of composure that's made her the league's rising star. While Reese thrives on theatrics, Clark thrives on execution. And the contrast couldn't be clearer. But this controversy runs deeper. The WNBA is at a crossroads. On one hand, rivalries like Reese versus Clark boost ratings and social media engagement. On the other, it risks overshadowing the basketball itself. League officials are reportedly monitoring the situation, worried about image, sportsmanship, and the influence on younger fans. So, what's next for Angel Reese? Can she rebuild her image, or has this Mike leak cemented her as the league's villain? Will she double down on the drama, or finally prove she belongs among the game's greats? One thing's for sure, every camera, every mic, and every fan will be watching her next move. This rivalry isn't going away. In fact, it's only just beginning. Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. It's no longer just about basketball. It's about legacy, image, and the future of women's sports. And after this leak, the world knows. Every word counts. The WNBA is on fire after a shocking mic recording of Angel Reese leaked during a heated game moment, and what she said about Caitlin Clark has left fans stunned. This isn't just another rivalry headline, it's the continuation of one of the most explosive storylines in women's basketball. From their infamous NCAA clash, where Reese taunted Clark after LSU's national title win, to their ongoing battles on the professional stage, the tension has never cooled down. But now, the leak has exposed Reese's unfiltered words, comments that some say cross the line between competitive trash talk and outright hostility. While Caitlin Clark continues to elevate her game, setting records and leading her team with composure, Reese has been criticized for theatrics.